Hello there guys and followers, and I would really like to welcome you to my new video here on my iFly channel. My name is Blade Runner and I would like to give you today a new kick in English, as you may hear. Because I think maybe someone or maybe some guys of you want to see it in English, it's a bit better. So I try it today. I would really like in the future to set 2 videos in 1 week. I think Thursday and Tuesday or something like this. We will see. But yeah, for now I would like to welcome you again and yeah, to start with our flight today. As you may see, we're flying today with the beautiful Fenix A320. And as I always told you in German and now in English too, it's the best deal I think you can do right now for the new flight simulator, because it's for the Microsoft Flight Simulator, because it's yeah, a very good deal. You get so much for the price of $50, and I think this is a very good, yeah, a very good value, because you see you have so much nice details and so much nice things with the that coming with the plane. And yeah, we will see. I can show you it right now. We will go into the cockpit. You see, we fly today with the Brussels Airlines, and we are flying today to Corfu, to Creece, and we're starting from Brussels. And now we are in the cockpit, as you can see, and it is a beautiful texture and really nice done. And I really like the iPad or the tablet, as you see now. It starts from the beginning. You should get a code for it, and then you can log on into your iPad. It's so funny. You can define the code word. It's yeah, it's just a game. It's just for playing, but it's a nice detail. Then here you see we have all our apps on this pad, and yeah, I think we can start from the beginning. We go to Fenix. Here we have all our informations. If you are familiar with SimBrief, I really highly recommend you should have it, because it's completely free, and you can make your own plan. And as you may see, you can import it. You can import your complete plan from the SimBrief, and here you have all your informations you can get. And like I said, it's so cool even to see how much detail and how much you can do and how much is coming with the plane. But we will see it in the future too. So now you see we are flying from Ebbr to Lgkr, so Creece, yeah. And it's a flight of 2 hours and 15 minutes. And yeah, I would say we first go to the ground service. Here you can see we have all our options. The ground service is good for now. I think we can start with our boarding. Then we just go here to the plan, and you see it's so easy done. You just can go to the slide and move the slide with how many passengers you would like to have, and the cargo, and so on and so on. Today we are using 12 tons of fuel. This is okay, so then we can close it, and then we can go to load aircraft. And here you have the option to go for 26 minutes or 9 minutes. I go for 9 minutes for now, because it is a bit faster, and but you can go for the real time and so on. Yeah, I would say we go for the fast time, 9 minutes, and now the boarding has begun. And you see it's doing its job. Then we go to the ground services, and here it's all good. And I think we can start the plane now. Go for the battery 1, battery 2. The sounds are also very good, very well done, I think. You don't need an extension sound pack or something like this. Like I said, it comes very much with this airplane. I think Fenix has done a very good job. So first we're going to, I can show you that a bit better. First we're going to the emergency lights. We arm this one. Then we go to the navigation. Go to navigation lights so everybody can see we are in sight. And then we can go to our seatbelt signs on and to the no smoking signs. So that it's done for this. Then we're going to our MACD or FMC or FMGC or whatever you like to call it. And we're going on our computer, and then we can start with the initial page. You hear now all the systems are going. Ebbr, and we would like to fly to Lima, Golf, Kilo and Romeo. So this is okay. Navigation upgrade, and then we go to initialize IRS, confirm, and now the IRS can do its job. And then we are Brussels today, and our number is 842. Cost index today is 17, and our height should be 35,000 feet. I think this is right, we will see. And then we can go to our flight plan. This we make after the plane is boarded. Then we have our complete our weights and so on and so on. You see it's now loading. We have to wait a few minutes. So in this time we can do the flight plan. We are going to Ebbr departure, and we will start today from runway 25 right, and our sit will be the Sopo 2K. Where are you? There you are. Insert, and then we can go to our next Sopok Airways, and then we're going to the airway Yankee 863, and after that we're going to Ropuf Romeo Oscar Papa Uniform and Victor. There you go, inside. And after that we are going directly, we are taking a airway again, my fault. So it's Lima 607 Elmen. Oh, with an M. Elmen. After that it's November 606. No, 606. God damn it. 06. Fortress. After that we're going to Tango 307 to Dirap AB. Then we are going direct, so we insert this plan, then we're going down, and after that we are going to Vesal directly, VSAL. Then we're going to Pivu, insert this, then we're going to PUL, Papa Uniform Lima. I think it's this one. And after that we're going to Amugu. Amugu, insert. Then we're going to Vaksu KSO. No, erase. Then we're going to Rodon, RODON, and after that we're taking airway November 732 Peters. And after that we're going to Lgkr to our arrival. We are landing on the 34. We are, I think it's X, and after that we're going to Peters 2J, 1J. Is there any wire? Nope, that's good for now. looking good. No crazy discount. Ah, yes, we have one. But this is all wrong, I think. We shall see. Accept. Okay, so this is okay for now. We can take our its optimum is 32,000 feet. We will see. Should now wait until the boarding is done. And I take same here, 35,000 feet. Say the same. Looking good. Russell safety. Russell's boarding. Custom card required. Oh. Customs information. So the boarding has begun. This is my Pack X. I love this tool. This is an extra tool which gives him a bit more, yeah, a bit more sounding like a real thing. You see, this is all a simulation of passenger going in and giving the right signs, and stewardesses give us the information and so on and so on. You will hear it. I really like this tool, but it's yeah, it's not for everyone, because maybe you like it, maybe you don't. So the boarding can begin, and we can start with our APU. And our weather information. Ah, there you go. Warning is complete for now. You see our bridge is back. So we are a bit earlier, but no problem. Right now this is interesting for us. We are 33 tons zero fuel weight. 33.5, and our max zero fuel is 31.5. So this is our information we need now. 63.5 and 31.5. Going to preferences, we're going to this 63.5 and 31.5. Our block fuel is 12 tons today. Click. So this is okay for now. Now it should go all automatically, and we yeah, you saw it. Then we're going to preferences, and this is interesting too, but before that we're going to start our APU. I didn't switch to the APU. There you go. Flaps is open, so it can start well. Yeah. Now we're going back to our MyFlight, to our apps. This is our app we need. And here you can see we just have to sync the live weather. It's done everything well. And we're saying we start with the runway 25 right. It's dry, so it's okay. The optimum of flaps, I would say we're going up today with flaps 2. And sync from load sheet final. Yeah, we can do that, but it's okay for now. Yeah, can try. Yeah, and we have our tons and our ton weight and so on and so on. Then we can go to calculate, and then we will get our complete informations. There you go. We won 153, and we set it in 153. Then VR 157 and 161. 157 VR B2 161. And then flaps 2 with down 0, that's good, and the flex temperature 55. So flaps 2, down 0, and flex temperature of 55. There you go. And now I think we are ready. Everything is ready calculated. Now we see our optimum would be 32,000 feet. I think we will do this height because it's better. We don't need the maximum height. This is not the optimum. The optimum is this, so we take this. Okay, then we're going to our autopilot and we're giving in 32,000 feet. That's okay. And we can go to our meter again. Let's go to this. And here we can see our meter right now. It's 1017 for the QNH, for the HPA. So 1017, very good. And we can see our arrival weather as well. So this is all, like I said.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in the front row, please place all of your items in the overhead bins. If you have any trouble finding a location for your carry-on items, please let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once we depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you and welcome aboard.
I always would stop with the talking because I like what they say. It makes a bit authentic feeling. Yeah, our APU is now started, as you see and as we see here. And now we can go for the APU bleed. So all the packs can go on. And our passengers will have a bit of air. You should hear it. Yeah, seems to be not simulated. But what I like really much is that the signs are simulated. So this is very cool when you go for the seatbelt signs off and you won't see the seatbelt signs. It's really cool. And maybe for you to see the textures, how good they are. This is the inside of the plane, and as you may see, it's extremely good for. I think it's really well done. When you look for the textures and the dirtiness and so on, it looks really nice. So much to that. Yeah, as you may see, our flight plan is now ready, and we should be ready for start. But we now have to wait until everyone is boarding with the PAC-X system. So we're now going for the crew supply. We get off our external power, and then we can go for the beacon lights to signal our pushback. But we won't start now. We just have to wait a few seconds before we start until everyone is boarded. Maybe for letting you know, you can set the tiller here. This is maybe interesting for you because, as you may know, when you go for the pedals in your plane, you also will turn the tiller around. And here you can set this function off by clicking on this. And then you have to click before to set the pedal off and the tiller on and back again. So this is nice. Right now, as you see, I have my pedals on. But when I click here, then the tiller will get on, you see? And this is very helpful because when you start and you land, it will help you not to go too hard to the left or to the right because your tiller is on. In this case, it isn't. So we can now put it on. And when I am on the runway, later on, we will put it off and then it's good to start and to land again. So the APU is ready and we have to wait until everyone is on board. The stewardess will tell us when everyone is boarded. So let's wait a few seconds.
We're ready to go when you are.
There you go.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 3799. Our flight time will be roughly 2 hours and 14 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
So now I get everything off, the external power and the chocks. Then you go for the tug to connect. And then we set off our park brake. And then we can start, I think. Let's start with the pushback. And then now we can start our starting procedure with the engine. Let's start with engine number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Freedom and clear blue skies. It's no wonder birds always fly happy. And after these safety instructions, you will too. We totally understand that you're very attached to your lovely hand baggage, but please put it under the seat in front of you or stow it in the overhead bins. If you're sitting in the front row or next to an emergency exit, you have a little bit more room to wiggle your toes, but you can only store your items in the overhead bins. Please be careful when you open them though. We're not flying into space, you know, so gravity will still apply. Most electronic devices can be used on board. You'll find all the information about this in our in-flight magazine in the seat pocket in front of you. Oh, and we know you're really funny when you're drunk, but thank you. We already have entertainment systems on board. And remember that consuming your own alcoholic drinks is not allowed. During takeoff and landing, you can fool around as much as you want, just as long as your seatbelt is fastened low and tight around your waist. To fasten it, insert the metal tip into the buckle. To unfasten it, lift the flap. It's not rocket science.
Engine 1 is available. We can now start the second.
While the fasten seatbelt sign is illuminated, and also throughout the flight when you're seated. We're sure you're aware that smoking is prohibited on aircraft. Yep, that includes electronic cigarettes. And just to be sure, the lavatories are guarded by a smoke detector with a very bad temper. Trust us, you don't want to mess with him. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, funny-looking oxygen masks will drop down from the ceiling. Pull a mask towards you and position it over your nose and mouth. Place the elastic band around your head and adjust if necessary. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting children or other passengers. And now that everyone looks like, well, a duck, we can all breathe normally again. We Belgians are famous for our fashion design. Unfortunately, the yellow life jackets are not designed for the catwalk. In economy class, you'll find the life jacket under your seat. In business class, in a double seat, the life jacket is located below the middle of the seats. In a single seat, it's on your right, below the seat. So should you need to use it, take the life jacket out of the bag, place it over your head, and tighten the strap around your waist. Wait until you're out of the plane before pulling the cord and inflating it. If you need more air inside your life jacket, blow into the rubber tube. Now take a moment to locate the emergency exits, which funnily enough are marked with an exit sign. If we have to evacuate, follow the fluorescent strip on the floor. And remember that the nearest exit may be behind you rather than in front of you. If you missed part of this film, what were you doing? Well, anyway, don't worry, there's a safety card in the seat pocket in front of you. Please read it carefully, especially if you're seated next to one of the emergency exits. Okay, we're almost ready to fly now. Please relax, straighten your feathers, make sure that your seat's in the upright position, and your table's folded away. Thank you for listening to me. I had a lot of fun, but rest assured, we take your safety very seriously. Enjoy your flight.
So there you go, this is from the original Brussels. I think it's recorded. Yeah, like I said, a bit for the authentic. This is Pack X, but yeah, it's not really necessary, but I like it. Okay, as you may see, as you may saw, we now started our engines, and I did put off the APU bleed. That was over here, and the master switch for the APU. So everything is right now. We have I set the taxi lights as well, and now we are rolling to our runway. Before that, we can do our flaps too. This is set, and we go to we can set.
We're prepared for takeoff.
Thank you, and we can set our speed brakes as well. So everything is fine. And as you saw, maybe they have the CF MN engines, not the IAEs. Maybe they will come in the future, I don't know. But for now, it's just those Pratt & Whitney ones. So now we are ready for the takeoff, or nearly ready. Let's set our landing lights to on and our strobe lights, and then we are ready for takeoff, guys. We can set our takeoff light as well. Yeah. It's a bit complicated to set the right buttons, but there we go. So everything is fine. We're ready for takeoff, I think. Let's go, guys. Up in the sky. Have fun. Let's go for 40%. Engine stabilized. Climb flex mode. There we go. Set off the tiller. There we go. Now I can steer. Forgot this. Now I can steer with the yeah, correct. 100 knots. 20. The bad wind from the side. V1, V2. And there we go. Positive rate, gear up. Holy cow, we have a very hard wind from the right side. As you may see, 12 knots, now it's 11. But everything is fine. Should get a bit bumpy now. And we're going for the level climb. There you go. Get our nose a bit down. And now we can set our start flight correctly. So let's disarm our speed brakes and our lights too. God damn it. It's a bit complicated. Can't. So, there you go. Okay. Now everything is fine. We can lower our nose a bit. And before we go to the left curve, I think we can set our flaps to 1. I hope so. We have to reach the 100 knots. 180 knots, I'm sorry. And that's happened right now, so we can go to flaps 1. Raise our nose a bit. And now turning left. The steering in this Fenix is as well really well done. I like it because you really have to work with the joystick. I have, by the way, the Thrustmaster Airbus joystick, so just to let you know. Here you see Brussels, really nice. Then we can go and set our QNH to standard. And then the barometric, yeah. Always complain. I should do that in the same settings. You can ignore it. So when our left turn is done, we can set our flaps to 0. So flap 0. Really windy over here, but it's okay. Now we can race with our speed a bit, up to 250 knots, and then we can go higher to 10,000 foot. And after that I will switch on the autopilot. So 10,000 foot reached. Set the autopilot. No, this is the wrong one. This one, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 2,000 feet. You may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight. Do not form a line near the left point.
So 10,000 feet reached, as you may hear, and I put off the landing lights, and then I think everything is fine. Our flight is going well so far. Let's see, have a look outside a bit. Hold it down with the sound. Yeah. Let's go outside a bit. Yeah, looking good. Everything's fine. We are now gaining our height correct, and then I think we can fly. So far, here we have our top of climb, and yeah, like I said, everything's looking good. So that's okay. All of my German guys know what's now coming, and for all who don't know what's coming, I gonna turn back to you when we will have our top of descent reached, and until then we can now see a little video with a bit of nice scenery, and yeah, I let you go on with that. And like I said, I will get back to you when we are a little bit before our top of descent. So enjoy your flight, and we will see us at the top of descent.
Menu, and one of our crew members will stop by shortly for your order. If you'd like to order additional menu items, you may hit the flight attendant call button at any time, and we would be happy to assist you.
Well guys, welcome back. We are near before our top of descent and it looks like everything is fine. Our weather's very nice, so there won't be any complications for this. I now try to set our landing rate. You will find it in this app, and then you can take your details inside. We are landing on the runway 34 and it will be dry. We can apply the weather directly by clicking on apply weather, and then we need our landing weight, and our landing weight will be, our landing weight should be around 67 tons. Let's put this in, and then you see we have here our winds and our landing rate. So we need 2,600 meters. We can go to medium, and there you go. When we go to medium, we have enough weight to brake. So we have to set our aircraft config to medium. Throttle fall on. I don't know, reverse, maximum reverse. Is there any difference? Didn't look like it. Manual and auto and manual, flaps 4, flaps 3, flaps 4, flaps 1, max reverse. Auto throttle off, auto throttle on. And when we go for the maximum, then we are braking at 1,600 meters. So we will go for medium brake and it should be okay. I think maybe we are, could be that we are a bit less heavy. Let's try, for example, 65,000 or 65 tons. Let's see what will happen then. Hoopala. Yeah, 55. Ah, this looks way better. But that's not important. Here you can see, maybe I did something wrong, but here you can see and you can look for your landing rate. Damn it, and right now I forgot to go down. Already at the top of descent away, and we need to be at 5,000 feet. So I now set the park to speed brake to speed it a bit up. And then now we can start our descent. So as you see, this is a nice app, and here I can show you the pilot briefing. This is yeah, all your information from SimBrief directly imported. So this is cool as well, I think. And here you have the Navigraph. You can of course link this to your Navigraph and then it will be fully functional. I didn't that, but no problem at all. I can show you that extern. Here you see our Navigraph chart, and this is the star. And here you see we coming from Peters, and we will take a right, and then we will go down with the Peters 2J. And you see this is a minimum of 4,500 feet, and then we will have at the end 4,000 feet, and then we will come to Bedex, and from Bedex we make a left turn again, and then we are coming to runway 34. So this is a bit funny. We will have a nice landing, I hope, at the end. So, and here you see we're coming to our correct glide slope now. And we can now put this to 4,000, so this is calibrated well. And now we can go back with our speed brakes. And as you can see, we are looking right now in front of the island. Very beautiful.
stowed in case you're in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you.
So we are now around 10,000 feet, and now we can put on our landing lights, switch on, and yeah, then we are going down. We can now select our QNH. It's 1012, so we are a bit more down than normal, but this is okay. Well guys, now we can go to our final turn. We can then switch on our LS landing system. And then I think we are prepared for landing. We can put our auto brakes to medium, like I said we will do it. And is there anything to do now? Should be okay, everything. We can now go for meter again. This is all good. Our mass and balance right now is about 69, so it's a bit heavier than I expected. But as I said, this shouldn't be a problem. I think a medium is okay. So now we go to our final turn. You can hear the engine spooling up a bit. But I think we are at the right height. Looking good so far. Then we can go down to 2,000 feet. Bring the plane a bit down for the future. I know I forgot, we have to make the last left turn. Was a bit too early. We have to go to 4,000 again. We will be stabilized, and then we are coming from this side and then landing behind this mountain. Okay, what are you doing now? We don't do anything stupid? No, it's okay. We can go further on. Down faster. Set flaps to. Go a bit further back. Then we have to check by hand.
2,500.
That's good. I think our landing rate is fine now. Sorry. And now we can go for flaps 3. And set our gears down. And go for flaps full. And then we can set our speed brakes, arm our speed brakes. Then I think we're ready to land. Looking good so far. And on 1000 I will set off the
1000.
autopilot. There you go. Autopilot off. High up there now. Thank you, I know it. And now it's time to land this baby manually. We are a bit high. We have to sink the nose a bit.
$500.
Cross-checked. A bit too low. It's okay.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 5.
Oh,
Reverse
nice
is on.
land.
80 knots, reverse is stowed. 60 knots when you're braking. There you go. Why the tillers now on? Shouldn't be on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 7:14 p.m. and it's currently about 29 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again soon.
So now we can switch off our landing lights, then we can switch off the strobe lights, and we can switch on the master switch for the APU. Then I can come down. Now the APU is activated, that's fine. Autopilot off, I have the warning, that's okay. Flaps in and speed brakes in as well. And the flap is open, we can start our APU. And then it will spool up. And this is the default scenery. I will get the pay scenery I think the next time we will fly here. This time it was a bit too fast, I couldn't install it, don't know why, but I will check that after all. I think right now it was a nice landing overall. Was okay or good enough, let's say it like this. I'm happy with it. So there you go. Then let's brake. Soft. Nice. And then we can set our parking brake. Set our APU bleed. Now the system is switching. And now we can turn off the right engine. And after that the left engine. And then I can say, welcome guys to Course. There we are. Nice landing at sundown or at the sunset. I think we did everything right. So I think the passengers can be happy about it. And right now, as you can see, it automatically plops off and we can say deboard. And then we can, of course, set the... it should do everything automatically, but in this case we don't have a jetway, So we have to set the stairs, and then we have to open our doors, and then we can go and switch off our seatbelts and the non-smoking signs. And then of course don't forget to say the same, not here, to say the same in PAGX. We say seatbelt signs off. Okay, and there you go. Now all our passengers can deboard. The music is going on again. And there we are, friends and simmers. This was our nice flight to Corfu. I hope you had a lot of fun, same fun as I had. And I hope you will come and see me next time in my new video here on my iFly channel. And with this picture, I say thank you very much for looking, and goodbye, and have a nice flight for the next time. And don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. And then I say bye bye guys, until the next time, your Blade Runner.